An event so sad, so obscured, one fueled by uncertainty, brought to birth a reality not anticipated. It subjected us to undue stress, financial hardship, morning hustles and buzzes, frequent trekking under the scarring sun, employment, innovation, and imposed adjustment, an ambience so soothing. It brought a whole new change, one welcomed by some and shunned by many. It brought to us a rebranded FUTO. Let's get the people's view.
Okay, we want to know your idea about the FUTO bus rush. You know, sometimes students come out and they hustle so much on the bus. So I want to know, have you experienced it before, and how did you feel about it when you experienced it?
I am just an evidence. It's really stressful.
Okay.
Unlike before, when you come to school, like it's very free. But these days, almost every day, it's as if I'm lacking blood because of the kind of stress the class is.
So it seems like you're lacking blood.
And the expenses is much. Every day I spend like 200 to 50, if not 300, because my place is like perhaps like board like 2 times by if I get to NDBC. Getting there, like most times I complain to my friends, how did they normally get there? They shut it down. It's not always easy. I have to stand like 20-30 minutes out and be able to get the shuttle.
Okay.
Getting it is not just easy. Struggling to enter is another thing to talk about. Like last week, somebody nearly pushed me down.
Sorry about
Like something I can't remember. I know that it's not like advice. My advice and suggestion as it stands now is that they should bring back bike to the school. Or if at all there's any way they can increase the number of buses to like 100, if not more. So that students will find it easy to get their lecture on free, because most times people don't come to school because of shorts, and it's not really making sense.
And we want to know your view or your idea about FUTO shuttle scheme. And now, have you ever experienced the bus rush?
I've experienced that.
Okay, how did you feel about it?
I felt like in the morning, normally if I want to come for lecture, once I reach the bus stop, I see so many people there. So I end up trekking to the lecture. But if it was like before, we normally use a bike, normally from our lodges to our department, free, everything is moving so quick. But right now, if you look way as in now, what we spend more now. Because normally, if you're coming from your lodges, 70 naira, 80 naira, you've gotten to your destination. But right now, you have to spend like 100 naira, 150 before you get to your destination. My advice to the school is they should let the bike free. Even the bus can see, because people can still enter the bus, but let them bring back the bike, at least for us.
Now there's something going on in FUTO now, and that's the rush for the FUTO bus. Okay, you see some people struggling and fighting for FUTO bus. So I want to ask you, how's it been for you?
Just that it has actually adjusted my kind of living, like the way I come to school. Maybe if I have a lecture by 8 a.m. sorry, I leave by 6 a.m. so I could get the shuttle. They're struggling to, you have to be smart. You have to be smart so that you'll be able to enter the shuttle on time. So it has been cool, sure. Pressurizing the student union government to make sure that the price is being reduced to 13 naira. When the bike was in school, from hostel to Smart Complex is 15 naira. I don't expect me for shuttle, I have to trek down to 6 Complex to get shuttle to Smart Complex at the same price, 15 naira. My advice to the school management is that they should improve it. They should just bring more active shuttles into the school, like 100.
What I have to say is that the concept is actually good.
Okay.
But should I say the organization is bad?
The management
Yeah, the management is bad because I think we have few of them, and them, as in, should I say, the school authority stopping bikes causes a lot. It has actually caused a lot of things to students. 1 is stress, 2 is not meeting up with time, 3 hustling for the shuttle bus, and it is very few. And you see them charging more than what the SUG they say we have to pay. And as you can see, we are standing here waiting for one. Most of them are not going to where we are going to, and most of them don't like going to the NDDC. which is the park. We like just going that roundabout and come back to Smart Complex and seeing it. And this has actually caused a whole lot of problems for we students. I love what the VC is doing though, but we need more shuttle. We need good management of it. And actually, they should actually work with the price tag as announced by the student union organization.
I get no rush. Usually my building is over there. When I went to AU, I entered a bus for my sister. I went for matriculation. Yeah, bus. Just the same thing here. 20 naira. But this is 15 naira. So the price, if they can reduce it.
Okay.
They can reduce it to like, let me say 30 naira. That park they stopped around there. The park, the position that's. Should I say temporary sites or permanent sites? I don't really know. But if they are to make that place their permanent site, I should say I think it's not advisable. That position there, man, it's really. If I just think about it, say, man, just sacrifice it.
Normally we are used to going late because there is bike and all that, so we are trying to adapt and it's somehow.
Okay, for you now, it's trying to adapt to the new change.
With time, buses are coming. There are more. They said with time they'll be bringing in, but their problems are the drivers, the people who drive the vehicle.
Okay.
Personally, fine. I like the bike because it's faster, but to look at the other way around, you see that it made the school look very neat or something, organized rather. So I know it's definitely hard changing from a very particular lifestyle to another business. So with time, we would adapt to it, and then we are almost leaving. So the people coming will just see this and get used to it like that. Whatever advice I would have is for the people running the shuttle company to bring in more buses. Like they said, they've brought in, but they are looking for drivers. So that's the issue.
Commend the Vice Chancellor and the management what has FUTO shuttle for students and staff. But we look at inside school now, all this cluster of bikes, cutting accidents, nuisance and here and there, they have removed it. Now the shuttle is okay by me, but what I will say, let the Vice Chancellor and management bring more buses, more shuttle, but the student is more populated than what we are using, so they should provide more of the shuttle, but the student will stop all this rushing of the thing, like Ethiopia Road. The students you have more of students there. Go they see them drag them buses and there, and how who to enter, who not to enter. So my point is that let the management, the Vice Chancellor, continue to do this good work by providing more shuttle so that to accommodate the students. But for me, the shuttle is okay. What we need is more of the shuttle so that it's going to stop this rushing of the thing.